Hello, so continuing on with the Egyptian theme, I just want to show you here, if I hold that up, this material is papyrus. It's from a papyrus plant. And in those days, Egyptians would often paint or draw on papyrus. This is just a picture of some birds, obviously, in Egyptian style. But we're not going to do birds today, we're going to do cats. Cats were important to the Egyptians. Maybe it was the eyes, because as we know, Egyptians really liked the eye of Horus. But also, they had two gods that looked a bit like cats. They called them deities. There was Mut and Basket, is one of the most famous. And they had a cat head and human body. In fact, even when they died, the pharaohs, the kings, would have the cats mummified, wrapped in bandages so they wouldn't go off, decay. And they'd put them in the burial chamber with them. So they really did like the cat, or the feline as they would call it. Now, we talked about the paper being papyrus. It was like a yellowy brown. So the first thing you might want to do is get a yellow and brown pencil and just make your paper look a little bit like papyrus. So to do that, just use the side of your pencil, so it's a big surface area, and we want to put lots of kind of textural marks in it. So going one way, and then turn your paper around if you need to. Go the other way as well. So we're building up the texture like the papyrus plant, which is quite grainy. It's quite rough, actually. They were very clever to paint on it. Yours is just going to look textured, but it's going to be flat. Okay? So there you go, this yellowy brown colour. We call this crosshatch when you go one way, then the other. Now, on top of that, you're going to draw your cat. Okay, now you can either do a full-body cat, or you can do the deity, the cat god. I'm going to do both here, just as a little example. So if you're doing the cat, Egyptian cat, they tended to do them very kind of calm looking. So kind of sitting down, not walking about, just sitting like this. And like big elongated bodies. Okay, so he'll be just sitting like this. And then his arms will be going down the front like that. Like I said, they tend to make them quite long. Okay, and then the amazing cat eyes, which they did tend to make those a lot bigger as well. Okay, and then even with the cats, they would put like jewelleries around their neck. They really did think they were quite special. So you can add some Egyptian style jewellery into there as well. Maybe as an ornament, so it could be on a stand like that. Okay, so there's my Egyptian monument, statue, sculpture, whatever you want to call it. And you can work into it and define it. Okay, now, the Egyptian god then. So the Egyptian god would be normal body, but they tended to draw them in profile. So that would mean that it's side view. They just always like to draw their people most of the time in profile. So the lower body especially would be in profile like that, yeah? But then the upper body, it'd be quite weird to stand like that. It's like you'd have to twist around and have your arms like this, because the upper body would be straight on like this. So maybe she's holding something like that. Let's give her some special food or something. So yeah, they would be coming down like that. Okay, you can put some details in. Okay, but then the head would again go into profile, so that means side view. So we'll do the cat head like this. Again, make it quite calm looking, quite elegant, big eye. Okay, and then you could also, they loved their jewellery, so you could also add some jewellery around this, some bangles, some, decorations, earrings, all sorts of things. Yeah. Okay, so there we have it. That's the basic structure of your Egyptian deity, god, or Egyptian cat. And then I'll leave you time now to draw it and add your colours and make it look really decorative. Look forward to seeing your work. Have a good lesson.